Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Herbert off of play action. That is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Donald Parham. And now it's second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Parham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Cowboys 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Cowboys are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to prep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
You look at this Cowboy defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Rolling to his right. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more. There he goes, left side. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. 7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 25-yard line.
Now Hurts changing up the play. On second down, here's Mitchell. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Mitchell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Hurts going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Herbert. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunky yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Well, he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And this will be caught at the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. It's caught. Becker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Elijah Mitchell, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down and 6 now from the 42. Play action. It's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. Positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Final minute now in the third quarter.
Hurts.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. An option give now to Mitchell, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
They'll pitch it out to Mitchell.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Picked off by Hassan Reddick.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll buy some time right.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
1st down, here's Mitchell.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Mitchell is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
117 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
They'll send Beckham in motion right.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amari Barno.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Chargers are pointing, and they've got it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Herbert. Flushed out right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Dallas, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.